Today we're going to be looking at underrated board wipes. You need some way to deal with your opponent's board, and ideally for less than $5. All right, we're going to start off with Catastrophe, which is going to be a catastrophe for somebody's board. Destroy all lands or all creatures. What's versatile about this card is if their creatures are out of control, kill them all. If your creatures are out of control, blow up your opponent's lands. I suggest do not play this in a play group that's really anti-land hate. You know, if they're gonna kick you out or like start sending the mafia at you for blowing up their lands, then do not play this card. Okay, next up, let's take Little Dead Fly with Blood Money. To be honest, you guys could trick me. I have no idea what is overrated or underrated in this world, but I have most certainly never played with or heard of Blood Money. It's a 7-mana sorcery, destroy all creatures, and for each non-token creature destroyed this way, you create a tap treasure token. I mean, that's like super ramp. Imagine you get to play Blasphemous Act, and you got a bunch of mana out of it. I mean, it's not quite the same parallel. We're literally going to be paying 7 mana for this thing, but it's going to be worth it. We're gonna have that Emrakul. We're gonna have that Emrakul money in no time. Just says, I'm guessing Blasphemous Act and Wrath of God aren't underrated. Absolutely, that's correct. How about Etherize? You know what? I think only one human being in my life ever played Etherize against me, so I guess we can absolutely count this as underrated. 4-mana instant, return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. It's the blue Settle the Wreckage. You come at me with all your stuff, well, it's not... We're going to bounce it right back to your hand. It's going to get boinged. But instead of you getting a bunch of lands, well, you get to keep the creatures. That's right, so you don't feel so bad. I wiped the board, but it really didn't... Did it really go anywhere? Did it really go to the graveyard? I think a lot of people would enjoy, actually, this card. If there's any board wipe that people are going to be happy to get hit by, it's probably going to be Etherize. We got Dominic with the Ether Snap. Other creatures going to be gone in a snap. 5-mana sorcery. Remove all counters from all permanents and exile the tokens. That is highly unusual. It just goes to show how much they're trying to fight against the proliferate decks out over there. Yeah, we're gonna remove. You're gonna have no more counters to double on. Oh, by the way, the tokens are gone too. Oh, funny card. Rated Lex. Thank you very much for your super chat. The Apocalypse. I can find it for under $5. That's fair. Don't worry too much about the price. You know, we can fudge the numbers if it's with within $1 or $2. Just imagine heavily played in the laundry machine. Went through the washer a few times. This is a 5-mana sorcery. Remove all permanents from the game. Discard your hand. That sounds awful. It sounds heinous, frankly. Oh, do you know what? You're the only one that loses your hand, not everybody else. All right, some sacrifices must be made. Lewis with Spectacular Pileup. Hopefully it's spectacular. A 5-mana sorcery. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn, then destroy all the creatures and all the vehicles. How many vehicles have indestructible attached to it? That sounds like a very niche. It sounds like you have to give the vehicle indestructible first. And then, well, anyway, yeah, then board wipe it. Cycling for 2 mana. What would be indestructible as a vehicle? They're all cars. What, if I can't crush this thing in the compound? If I send it to... If it gets repoed, they can't blow it up? Next up, Steve Cooper with the final act. The last... Oops. All right. Oh, isn't this just the white sorry, this is the black farewell. 6-mana sorcery. Destroy 1 or more. Destroy all creatures, planeswalkers, battles, exile all graveyards, or each opponent loses all counters. You know what? Based on the price... I guess this is under... No one's playing Final Act. What is wrong with all of you? You can choose all of these. This is almost better than a Catastrophe. You get all the creatures, the planeswalkers, all the battle. You can choose all of these. Exile all graveyards. People are all nuts. It's a 10 out of 10 card. Elixir with Washout. But for the monocolor decks, they have a different art. No, this art is better. Okay, it's a 4-mana sorcery. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hand. You get to be very selective about this. Yeah. If you're, I guess if you're in Grixis or something, you just name green or white. So you just bounce all of that one color and all your stuff gets to sit on the battlefield. Chris says, little did you know that all 7 cards in my hand, very instance that flicker my cards. Well, you need it to flicker, or some sort of Teferi's protection of some sort. Next up, we got John with the Aether Spouts. Is that the put 2 cards? I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess this is a board wipe. For a second, I thought I remember this card as just targeting two permanents. 5-mana instant. For each attacking creature, its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Ah, that's what it was. They had each creature was doomed to a fate, either to the top or bottom of somebody's library, being their own. Next up, we got Sunder from Argentina. Never heard of it. 5-mana instant. Return all lands to their owner's hands. There you go. That's the perfect land destruction. I've never seen land destruction so well designed. You can't be angry at me for blowing up your land. I didn't blow them up. You got to keep the lands. They're in your hand as we speak. And if you discard them, that was your fault. It was completely your fault. I like this card. What a goofy card. And it's instant speed. Return all lands at instant speed. That has got to be backbreaking. Okay, at end of turn, or actually, how do you use this card? Yeah, I guess you'd want to do it at end of turn. End of turn, bounce everyone's lands, and then you get the first land drop. Sunder is legal, but Upheaval is banned. What the heck? Exactly. What is going on here? Upheaval being sorcery speed. Sunder is instant speed. This is crazy. We got Mimbrule with the Blight Grenade. Sunder is incredible. Okay, we have a 5-mana sorcery. Destroy all creature. Oh, sorry, it says destroy target creature. All creatures get -3/-3 until end of turn. So basically, blow up your biggest guy, and then the shrapnel from whatever we just blew up is about to do a number to everybody else for -3/-3. Very good in a 4 toughness matters deck. Rob with Urza's block was something else. Yeah, Urza's block was something else. A lot of creative stuff. This card probably could have been great back then, but it was overshadowed by all the other super great cards they had at the time. Especially since the fact that most people weren't really playing with lands at that time. It's just artifacts. Islarf with Fadeaway. 3-mana sorcery. For each creature, that creature's controller pays 1 or sacrifices a permanent. So for oh, it's like Tabernacle. So this will work only if they're tapped out. Ha! You all tapped yourselves out. Fools! It's time for you to all fade away. And I'll fade away into this next super chat. Dustin Newbie. Sun Scour. One of my first F&M with this jank. Sun Scour. Oh, it's supposed to be an underrated show. It's supposed to be underrated, Dustin. We're not supposed to admit that it's jank. Okay, with 7-mana sorcery, you may remove 2 white cards in your hand from the game rather than pay Sun Scour's mana cost. Destroy all creatures. That's not bad. I think. The thing is, like, most board wipes are not that expensive, so why do we desperately need to blow things up for free? I don't get it, actually. Yeah, under what condition would we, like, would a control deck would never play this? This is insane. Or I don't know, maybe, you know, if it was instant speed, it would make actually a little bit more sense to me, especially against super aggro decks. I mean, I guess that's the point. Against the most aggro of aggro decks, you might need to get that board wipe turn 3. We got Bubble Tea Addict, aren't we all? The dregs of sorrow. Do you have constipation, Bubble Tea Addict? I once binged bubble tea for like about 2 to 3 weeks straight, and I ended up with the worst constipation of my life. Just, you know, I just wasn't pooping anymore, basically. It was all because of the bubbles of the bubble tea. Dregs of Sorrow, 5 mana, X sorcery. Destroy X target non-black creatures. Oh, and you get to cash in and draw X cards. That is awesome. It's going to be expensive, though. But you know what? You get what you paid for. Toads with the Cleansing Nova. This is underrated. You know what? I don't think this is underrated. I think this is accurately rated. I think a lot of people play with the Cleansing Nova. It's also been reprinted 100 million times. So it's I think we all know about know about this card. I could be wrong though. Give me another one, Toads. One that only you could possibly know about. Kathan Griffith, Decree of Pain, blue draw in black. Blue draw. So like whenever we draw a card, it's always in blue. This is an 8 mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. It's almost like this card. So we've got a strictly better Dregs of Sorrow, is what you're telling me. Cycling for 5 mana, and when you cycle it, oh yeah, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. That's actually really good. So I mean, worst case scenario. I mean, if you can't get to the 8 mana, you can like wipe all the tokens. That's for sure. Just got to Red Lobster, bro. That will get you regular again. Oh, the Red Lobsters are shutting down. They're going bankrupt, didn't you hear? There won't be any Red Lobsters soon. Okay, but what's the worst board wipe in the game? Who knows? We did Washout. Evan with Mandate of Abaddon. I have a feeling it's Abandon. No, how about is it really Mandate of Abaddon? Okay. When magic cards are actually named like a typo. Maybe that could be a show idea one day. 4 mana sorcery. Choose a target creature you control. Destroy all creatures with power less than that creature's power. Only the mighty survive around here. Says the Mandate of Abaddon. And as I say that, they'll abandon the area. Okay, John with Consuming Tide. Okay, we have a 4 mana sorcery. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. So the idea, what is the idea? To have like no cards in your hand? Each one is a non-land permanent. I guess the idea is you want to bounce more of their stuff than you're going to be bouncing of your stuff. And only the strongest thing may survive at the moment. Chris says, I recognize Abaddon from something. I think it might be biblical, maybe. Well, from the Warhammer 40k, probably not. I mean, or maybe. I don't know. Maybe they swipe some biblical references. Toilet Duck with Mako? Explosive Entertainer. Is this a... Mako. This is a secret lair. It sounds... Is this a reference to Final Fantasy? I can't... The word Mako sounds familiar. I just don't know where it's from. Mako Explosive Entertainer. Or is this like a rock star that I don't know about? Am I a boomer or something? Anyway, it's a Chandra. +1, create 2/3/1 elementals that you attack and they have to sack. Pay 0, discard cards from your hand, draw that many cards +1. -X, Mako Explosive Entertainer deals X damage to each creature. It's gonna bug me. Who the hell is this? Some sort of singer, I guess. I'm gonna look like a boomer to somebody. Okay, moving on. Bryce. Oh, I have super chats to get to. Culling Ritual. This board wipes. We have a 4 mana sorcery. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. And then we get mana. We're going to add a black or a green for each permanent destroyed this way. So we're going to wipe the board, but at the end, we can still cast our spells. It's like basically it means this card is free. Or even better than free. You're actually making money off of this thing. Pay for, blow as many things up as possible, get mana, replay cards. Okay, Lil MX Doom, you want... Damn. Damn into damnation. Honestly, I don't. Well, you super chatted it. I would not say this is that underrated though. Black sorcery, destroy target creature, super versatile, and of course, if you overload it for white 2 generic, you actually blow up the entire board. What will it be? One or everything? Or you want everything on it? And by me everything on it, I mean nothing on it. Everything's going. Yogman, the Nipton Littery. What's the Nipton Littery? Oh, the Lottery. 4 mana sorcery. Choose a creature at random. You gain control of that creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Then destroy all creatures? What a weird card. So it's basically, it's Wrath of God. But you get to have one Hail Mary. You get to steal some creature and get in. It's a random creature at that. Do a little bit of extra damage, and then kaboom. We all go down together. Very, very odd, funny card. Mako is from one of those Miku secret lairs. Ah. It's all coming together. Kegan, thank you very much for your super chat. How about Marshall Coop? That has something to do with making tokens, right? Like surprise tokens? White X, sorcery, create X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. Yeah, I was right. I've gotten crushed by this card many times. Back when? Was it? I want to say it was like Zendikar Standard, but I guess Conflux was also around there. I don't know. I played against this card. Anyway, it blew up all my stuff, and my opponent had. It was like blue-white controls win condition, while it also was a board wipe. Next up, Wrath of God is not underrated. Argentina, we all know about Wrath of God, and it still works today. So like when we look at underrated, we're like cards people don't really know about, people don't really play. Deserves more love. Deserves, how do I put it? Deserves some advertising. Wave of Vitriol. Oh, here we go. The mythical green board wipe. 7 mana sorcery. Each player sacrifices all artifacts, enchantments, and non-basic lands they control. For each land sacrificed this way, its controller may search their library for a basic land and put that onto the battlefield tapped. Then each player who searched their library this way shuffles it. This is like the most fair board wipe you could possibly get. You're not even losing anything. I mean, you'll lose the artifacts and the enchantments, and then your non-basic lands. I mean, you're just going to go through your deck and get more lands. You get basic lands. I guess the problem is if you're a 4 or 5 color deck, you probably don't have that many basic lands. You don't have the basic lands to spare. You're probably just going to lose all your cards. Samuel with Unstable Greybridge. Is it Greybridge or Unstable Glyph Bridge? Is it Greybridge? That's a very different name from this. Hold on. Unstable G. No, this is it. If it's going to be anything, what is it? 5 mana. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls, then destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. For each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less. So everyone gets to keep their weakling. Like this little guy in the middle. You can also craft with artifacts. And it does this thing on the back. Whatever that thing is. Next up, we've got beef. We got some beef in the house. Beefy taco. Dead of winter. Playing a snow deck, and I think it'd be the best board wipe around if built around. Absolutely. A 3 mana sorcery. All non-snow creatures get -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of snow permanents you control. The problem is building a deck with snow permanents. That's the hard part. Or actually, sorry, that's not the hard part. The hard part is building a deck with snow permanents and making it good. That's the hard part. We need more Dead of Winter cards, and that's the support that I think those decks need. Lilimek's Doom, Sculpted Sunburst. Great in my Walls deck. You have a Walls deck? How many people have a Walls deck out there? Is that like a common archetype? Like everyone needs to have a Walls deck. Everyone needs like a wall life gain, flyers, vampires. There's like, I want to say that there's like this sort of archetype everyone needs to like get out of their system, and walls is one of them. Look, Bell has one. I'm sure a lot of people. I did not fall into that trap. I'm like, I'm not going to be playing with 0-power creatures. Sculpted Sunburst. I fell into the trap of playing with flyers, though. I had a flyers deck. Okay, 5 mana for a sorcery. Choose a creature you control. Then each opponent chooses a creature they control with equal or lesser power. If you choose a creature this way, exile each creature not chosen by any player this way. Argentina says, I just have my first wall deck because I thought the Abza and Precon this set. Oh, yeah. Yeah, at least one of those kindred types, elves, goblins, vampires, walls, angels. Angel's a really big one. Benjamin Berkey with Evan Carr's Justice. It's a 4-mana sorcery with buyback of 3. It deals 2 damage to each creature and each player. Oh, it's Pyroclasm. Repeatable Pyroclasm at that. Make sure you're not playing with tokens around here, or you're going to face the wrath of Evan Carr's Justice. And you're going to be one of these bodies in the background. Chris with Soul Scour. Soul Scour? Holy moly, this is 10 mana. Destroy all non-artifact permanents? Why? I don't get it. Like, why? How is it the artifacts survive? So like, get this. Just flavorfully, something could eradicate all creatures, all enchantments, all planeswalkers, and the land. So it can blow up planets, but it will not blow up a teacup or somebody's armor. That makes a whole lot of no sense, but sure. Artifacts don't have souls. Soul Scour. Do enchantments have souls? Do, okay, that's all I got. Does the land have a soul? Like, that doesn't make any damn sense. It's contradictory, I would say. Artifacts aren't alive. Are we gonna say like the grass can feel things? I mean, some people might argue that. Okay, we got next. How about an insult? That's right. How about an insult artifact? Raznap raiding party. Raiding party is... Oh, this is a funny card. I'm not going to read the ancient scripture. This enchantment can't be the target of white spells or abilities from white sources. Sack an orc. Each player may tap any number of untapped white creatures they control. For each creature tapped this way, that player chooses up to 2 planes. Then destroy all planes that were... This card's terrible. I don't even think this is underrated. I think this card's bad. I think the card is bad. I also don't think it's really a board wipe either. There's nothing board wipey about this card. Trisaru with Organic Extinction. Just like the Soul Scour. Okay, 10 mana, sorcery. He's got to improvise. We can use the artifacts to get this thing out. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. Will go great in my artifact. It will go great in my artifact deck. The mono white art, or even my Azorius artifact deck. We got more super chats. Thank you very much, Kagan. With Genesis of the Daleks. Yeah, let there be Dalek, and it was good. What do you have to say about it? Let them choose to board wipe themselves. 6 mana for Chapter 1. Create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with menace for each lore counter on the Dalek. Or sorry, on the Genesis of the Daleks. And that's 3 chapters. Then we get to Chapter 4. Target opponent faces a villainous choice. Destroy all Dalek creatures, and each of your opponents loses life equal to the total power of of Daleks that died this turn, or destroy all non-Dalek creatures. All right, go for it. You put them in the hot seat on that one. What would you rather do? You want to destroy all Dalek creatures, and each of your opponents lose 4 life, to the total power of the Daleks that died this turn, or you want to destroy all non-Dalek creatures? What's more important, your life or your creatures? One of them's gonna go. One of them's going in the way of the dodo. One way or another. Very funny card. I like the villainous choice cards. If they die due to other reasons, they count anyway. No, they gotta die to this card, or for it resolving that way. The Yoinker with Merciless Eviction. This is a $5.15 yes, basically anything. Blasphemous it's Blasphemous Edict. Okay, we'll take a look at it. Merciless Eviction, 6 mana sorcery. How many farewell cards are there? Oh no, this is not a farewell card. This is just choose one. Exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or planeswalkers. The choice is yours. You know, after seeing Farewell and the black Farewell, this card seems like it's so underwhelming in comparison. You only get one. Only one? Six mana, blow up all the creatures? Two colors? Really? But when in Rome, I guess. Okay, Petraman, what did you want? You had Blasphemous Edict. How old is this? Is it new? What came out in Foundations? 5 mana sorcery. You can pay black rather than pay this spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. Look, I'm not going to blow up all the creatures. Just 13 of them. You get to choose the 13. Really cool art for the type of card. We got Superfield with Split Up. Ah, yes. That's the trope of every movie before things go bad. 3 mana sorcery. Choose one. Destroy all tapped creatures or destroy all untapped creatures. Usually these cards work out pretty well. They're situational, but of course if you're the one playing them, your creatures are going to be untapped, aren't they? Or they're going to be tapped. You're going to get in that red zone. We have another super chat from Little MX Doom with extremely unique. Oh, sorry, oversimplify. You know, if I'm not familiar with the card, I can't tell what part of the comment is actually the card I have to look up. 5 mana sorcery, exile all creatures. Each player creates a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and puts a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the total power of creatures they control that were exiled this way. Is this gonna backfire? This seems like a card that could go very wrong very, very quickly. You exile all the creatures, and you literally improve them. Like, especially if they exiled a lot of creatures. I mean, okay, so I guess they're vanilla creatures instead of creatures having abilities. That's the difference, which is totally fair. This card is brought to you by NordVPN. Not yet. Alan with the Exterminatus. We have a 7 mana sorcery, non-land permanents your opponents control. Lose indestructible until end of turn and destroy all non-land permanents. Ha! Joke's on you. My creatures were never indestructible in the first place. Well, actually, that's not true. Maybe Sveloon sometimes is indestructible if I have 2 or more other merfolk in play. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That happens. Okay, we're gonna look at more underrated board wipes for less than $5, but we gotta thank our sponsor, as we do every single day. Starting with FusionGamingOnline.com, the place you would buy those board wipes. Are you looking for what is it? Exterminatus? Please be in stock. This will look really strange if it's not. 2 in stock, 70 cents. That's so good. All right. That's where you can buy them from, FusionGamingOnline.com, along with all your other board wipes, not to mention singles and sealed product, if that floats your boat. And you know what? If 70 cents isn't cheap enough for you, well, guess what? I got a bit of a sweetener here for you. Use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off everything at checkout. I highly recommend filling your card up to save more money with my coupon code. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Your ability to play any deck, any format, whether it be Standard, Pioneer, Legacy, Vintage. You get everything on Magic Online. Anything you'd play in paper is online. There's also communities for formats that are fan-made formats like Pre-Modern. Join the revolution by playing on Magic Online and rent any deck with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% off your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_C1Z. Sorry, you get 40% back, cashback. Cashback, people. All right, and now back to the board wipes. Wipe the ads off. No way Cyclonic Rift is under $5. No way Cyclonic Rift is underrated. That's the real problem. You didn't get a card? Christopher B. Restricted office. It's a room. When you unlock this door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Oh! So we blow up the big stuff. What's Lecture Hall? Other permanents you control have hexproof. Oh, wait, so everything except the Lecture Hall. Not bad. Not bad, if I do say so myself. These pre-con wipes are not underrated. I don't know if what you're in reference to. Yogman, Life's Finale. We're definitely in a no card yet situation, so if you have no card yet, let me know. Life's Finale is a 6-mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures, then search target opponent's library for up to 3 creature cards and put them into their graveyard. Then that player shuffles their library. Just make sure it's not a graveyard-based deck, where they can use their graveyard. You might be helping them. I imagine this is a very emotionally back-breaking card for people to play against, because step 1, you blew up all the creatures, but then you look through their deck for their best favorite cards, and you put them directly into the graveyard. That's like worse than milling them. Worse than anything. Hexenorts. The final showdown. It's only a white mana? What's with this plus in the corner? Is that a new thing? They always have that plus in the corner? I guess they did for the spree cards. Spree. Okay, so +1. All creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. That's good. Another +1. Choose a creature you control. It gains indestructible until end of turn. That's good. And also for 5 extra mana, destroy all creatures. So for a total of 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, all creatures lose all abilities, which includes indestructible. One of our creatures... Hold on, what the hell? What wins here? All creatures lose, but then a creature I control gains indestructible? Or do they cancel each other out? Like, my creature's not going to be indestructible. They got to explain that here. In effect, you must choose at least one mode. Has Wrath of God been done yet? No. Because it's not underrated. Okay, well, anyway. You make them lose all abilities, then it gains indestructible. You resolve spells in order. Okay. I didn't know how I can't tell if there's an order thing or it just all happens simultaneously. It happens all at once. Okay, we have a super chat from Lil MX Doom. Lil MX Doom loves the super chats. Selfless Glyph Weaver / something else. 3 mana, 2/3 human. Exile it. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. We might need that because on the backside we have Deadly Vanity. For 8 mana sorcery, choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. Our creature will be the last one standing. The Red Scout, Star of Extinction. Oh, this is the Dino board wipe, right? Okay, oh, and I got the perfect sound effects for this. Hold on, how do I do this? Okay, first there is... Okay, it's a 7-mana sorcery, destroy target land, and Star of Extinction deals 20 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Basically, they all died. They all died. Spoiler: the dinosaurs died. Sheelan, Dimensional Breach. A rare card printed only once. Price is very low, but it can deal with the board wipes and tokens of any kind. High mana cost, though. I want this to be reprinted in Standard. Okay, it's a 7 mana sorcery. Remove all permanents from the game as long as any of those cards remain removed from the game. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player returns one of the removed cards they own back to play. It's definitely different. It's definitely oh, I bet it's because it's not an enchantment. As long as any of those cards remain removed from the game. It's like there's going to be an exile. I mean, maybe it's not that complicated, but it's basically asking you got to put everything into a very special exile zone, specifically for the Dimensional Breach, and then you have to grab from that zone. Martino with Vanquish the Horde. Okay, we will vanquish that Horde. 8 mana sorcery. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield, though. Destroy all creatures. That's basically Blasphemous Act in white. I don't know what else to say. So, like, if it costs... I mean, we're very easily going to fill up the board. It's a 2 mana board wipe. Yeah, I think this card is great. Oh, wait a minute. This is not underrated. Okay, it's underrated to me. I've never heard of it before. Oh, no, I can't tell how much was this reprinted. So it came out in Innistrad, Midnight Haunt. I can't tell if they just came out with a bunch of prints of it when it first came out, or if actually it's been reprinted to hell. Anyway, okay, I'm going to say it's underrated. I never heard of this card. I like it. It's a great card. Chris with Void. Will you do a stream on board revivals? Ooh, that's a good one, Chris. That's a good idea. It's so good, I'll write that down. Board revivals. We might have done a show. I don't remember. If we did that, it was like years ago. Okay, you want actual Void? There's so many cards called Void. Oh, where do I find this thing? Is that it? No, that's a Void Maw. Void Stalker. Void Snare. So many Void cards. Oh, here we go. Found it. Found you. Hide and go seek. You lose. Okay, it's a 5 mana sorcery. Choose a number. Destroy all artifacts and creatures with converted mana cost equal to that number. Then target player reveals their hand and discards all non-land cards with converted mana cost equal to that number. Oh, I might have missed it for a second. I went back and found it. Don't worry. We backed up the car. We found this damn thing. Next up, we have Kano with Swarm Yard Massacre. This is a 5 mana sorcery. Create 2 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Then each... this is for some squirrel deck. Then each creature that isn't an insect, rat, spider, or squirrel gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each creature you control. That's an insect, rat, spider, and squirrel. Basically, this is the land of the rats and the bugs. And they eat you alive. Literally. That's the flavor. Maybe eating your dead corpse. Colossus with the Deathbringer Regent. Oh yeah, this thing. We have a 7 mana 5/6 flyer. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, well, screw them. Screw your creatures. This is the cheater that comes into the lobby and then empties the lobby. Because no one wants to play against the cheater. Okay, we have I think no, I got Yukano. Who did I not get? Didn't get less than. Everything comes to dust. From dust to dust. This is 10 mana sorcery, but it's got Convoke. Exile all creatures except those that share a creature type with a creature that convoked this spell, all artifacts and enchantments. This is incredible. This is literally gonna only blow up your opponent's stuff. And probably it could be for free. Could be for 0 mana. What is the idea? Oh, hold on. No, the Daleks are getting blown up. Well, guess what? Maybe the Daleks will cast this thing. Then all the Daleks will live. And oh yeah, hold on. Share a type with a creature that can invoke the spell, all artifacts and enchantments. Blows up a lot of stuff. It's quite fascinating. Okay, next up. Little Amix Doom is on a roll here. Middle school. Fault 75. It was literally called Middle School. 4 mana. Chapter 1. Exile all creatures with power 4 or greater. Chapter 2 and 3. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Our creatures started small, but they'll grow bigger. They grow up so fast, don't they? Next, let's take a look at... Okay, Michael Ing wants Route. Where's Route? Here's Route. Oh, this came from Invasion. That's why it sounded familiar. 5 mana sorcery. You can play Route anytime you could play an instant if you pay 2 more to play it. 7 mana. Destroy all creatures that can't be regenerated. I actually think that is very good. Especially since, a lot of games can go long. The instant speed board wipe is actually just beautiful. I don't think there are many how many instant speed board wipes are in the game? Like, this might be our first one today, for the most part. Outside of, I don't know, Aetherized, if we even want to call it that. There's not a lot of instant speed board wipes. That's a really big advantage here. Samuel says, I really love blowing up my own creatures if they give me treasure tokens or draw me cards. Oh, you're one of those people, Samuel. You're willing to basically shoot your own soldiers. You'll do it for value. We got K-Sun with Expel the Interlopers. That's a 5 mana sorcery. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. All creatures with power greater than... Oh, so you get to choose like where it starts. So if you have a bunch of 1 power creatures, you choose 2. Yeah, and you blow up the rest. That's pretty sweet. We got John Singer Romero in the house. Extinction Event. Well, you super chat it, so it'll be on the show. But this is literally like a tournament playable card. I don't know how popular it is in Commander, but super popular in, well, I would say relatively popular in Pioneer. Has seen modern play. Definitely seen a lot of historic play in the past. Anyway, 4 mana, sorcery, choose odd or even, exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. So it's actually very versatile, especially since if, depending on what you have on the board, you wipe out their board, you get to keep your own. It's very, very nice. Bell with Fracturing Gust. Five mana instant. Oh, here's another instant speed board wipe. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. You gain 2 life for each permanent destroyed this way. It's still rare. There's not a lot of them. Not a lot of them out there. Okay, Turiat wants 1 ring to rule them all. That's a board wipe? Oh, it is. It's not to be mistaken with the actual 1 ring. 4 mana, chapter 1. The ring tempts you, then each player mills cards equal to your ring bearer's power. Chapter 2, destroy all non-legendary creatures, so commanders can fight it out and duke it out for themselves. And Chapter 3, each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. Fascinating. Does it flip or something? It does not. Spectral Maniac with Evacuation. Cyclonic Rift if it was a bit less broken. 5 mana, instant, return all creatures to their owner's hands. But just the creatures. Alright, we're stopping at the creatures over here. And by the way, every creature except this pirate lady over here. She seems to be fine. She's doing A-okay by herself. We have, Ryan Harris, Mount Doom. Is this a board wipe? I thought this just deals damage. Tap. Anyway, you can add a red or green. Sorry, red or black for 1 life. Pay 3. Tap. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Pay 7. Tap. Sack it. And a legendary artifact, ideally the 1 ring. Choose up to 2 creatures. Then oh, it is a board wipe. Then destroy the rest. Activate only as a sorcerer. I think this card's great. There's nothing wrong having a board wipe as part of your mana base. It's funny, you can sacrifice any legendary artifact. Like, what's the goofiest artifact you could sacrifice to this thing? Is Aladdin's ring legendary? Oh no, they didn't make legendary stuff back then. I'm just trying to think. It's like, apparently Mount Doom is perfectly fine with any random stupid legendary artifact. We've got dangerous one with the Battle of Bywater. This is a 3 mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater, then create a food token for each creature you control. Oh, thought we were damn. I thought we were gonna make a food token for each creature we destroyed. Cannibalism, baby. I'm telling you, we had that talk in the last show. Like, you know, to Ygra's point of view, everything is a food. Like, we've got meat. There are meat on these bones, damn it. This is some animal in the food chain will be perfectly fine eating this. And frankly, I think other humans would too, if they're desperate enough. Okay, next up. Let's take... Oh, we gotta get another one from Lil MX Doomer here. Bearer of the Heavens. I don't think this is underrated. I think this is incredibly rated. It might be overrated. 8 mana for a 10/10. If it dies, destroy all permanents at the beginning of the next end step. It doesn't even blow the stuff up immediately. You actually have to wait for everything to blow up. It's like a delayed... So what's the idea? He dies, and then, like, the heavens, like, is slowly falling down. Oh, Raznav has a goofy artifact. Ace's baseball bat. There we go. This baseball bat is enough for Mount Doom to go boom. Just imagine Frodo brings Ace's baseball back at the end of the Lord of the Rings. Or I don't know, he's fighting it out with Golem for that stupid thing. The big squig with the phasing of Zalfir. 4 mana, chapter... Oh, it's got read ahead, so you go straight to chapter 3. Destroy all creatures. For each creature destroyed this way, its controller creates a 2/2 black Phyrexian creature token. It's basically Curse of the Swine, for the most part. Not a board wipe. I think Bearer of the Heavens would wipe the board. Destroy all permanents. This one... And this also destroys all the creatures. Welcome, Arrow. Death begets life. It does beget, doesn't it? 8 mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each permanent destroyed this way. That's value. You know, all I have to read is draw a card, and I'm like, beautiful. I love it. Send it to me. Steve Cooper with the super chat. Retaliate. And a dono for chat. Retaliate is a 4 mana instant. Destroy all creatures that dealt damage to you this turn. That sounds terrible. It's like Cellular Wreckage, except way worse because you got hit in the face. Well, if you're on a budget, I don't know, or you're on a Death Shadow deck of some sort, I guess you can go for it. All right, we have a dono. We'll give it to Philia with the Starfall Invocation. Starfall Invocation is a 5 mana sorcery. Gift a card. You may promise an opponent a gift. If they do, they draw a card before its other effects. Destroy all creatures. If the gift was promised, return a creature card from put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Ah, I see. I give you gift. A card. I get to keep the creature. As if nothing happened. Oh, we got my head mod here. Lord Magicus with the Crux of Fate. Destroy everything that isn't my Nicol Bolas. Ah, yes. I wonder, is the value of this card going to go up? because we're going to we're actually, sorry, we're already in Tarkir Dragonstorm. We're already there. Everyone's got their dragons. 5 mana, choose one, destroy all dragons, or destroy all the non-dragons. It's the Crux of Fates. We all know what happened. Actually, I don't know. I don't understand. Why do they have a fight between Ugin? Is Ugin not a dragon? Because Ugin lost. Originally, at least. Nicol won. I don't know. Maybe Ugin's a fake dragon. The art is sort of implying it's one or the other, but they're both dragons. But one of them die. One of them go to hell. Okay, David might have given us a real card here. Ruinous Ultimatum. I don't think this is underrated. I think everyone plays this card. We want super underrated cards. Oh, just in case, whatever. Sorcery, destroy all non-land permanents to your opponent's control. It's a good card. It's a good card. It's a very nice card. Next up, Gavin Drake wants Spring Cleaning. Oh, it's a 2-mana instant. Destroy target enchantment, clash with an opponent. If you win, then you destroy all enchantments your opponents control. And let me tell you, we're playing the Stompy deck. And if you think you're gonna outstomp the Stompy, no, you're the one that's getting stomped. Spectral Maniac says, I think it's referencing the fate of who ends up ruling Tarkir, Khans or dragons, depending on who won the fight. Oh, was Ugin fighting for the humans? The humans? No, hold on. Whoa, wait a minute. Nicol was fighting for the humans because Ugin fought for the dragons and all the dragons went extinct like the dinosaurs. We got Nightingale with the Living Death. Is this Living End? 5 mana. It is Living End. I have each player exiles all creature cards from their graveyard and sacks all creatures they control. And then does the old switcheroo. Step 1, get all your creatures in the graveyard. Step 2, Living Death. Bring them all back. We got Bjorn with Realm Cloaked Giant. We've got, so it's a 7/7 with Vigilance. That's pretty serious, but also has Cast Off, a sorcery. It's a sorcery adventure. Destroy all non-giant creatures. So you actually could make a giant deck. A giant deck that actually might work. I don't know how many giants there are in the game, though. Benovsky, no card yet. Mortal Kombat Single Combat. Was there a Mortal Kombat secret lair I didn't know about? Did they rip off what was it? Was it Konami? Did they make Mortal Kombat? I think it's a format. Who made Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat made by somebody. Midway Games? Okay, Midway Games. Whatever. Going back. Enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if 20 or more creature cards are in your graveyard, you win the game. It's not a board wipe. This is like the first legitimate disqualification. It doesn't have the trademark K. Ah, yeah, that's right. I forgot there's a difference. Scorpion's my favorite, even though Scorpion sort of sucks in a lot of them. I don't care. I'm used to playing with a lot of tier 4 characters. You looked up the comment, not the card. Huh? Hold on. What was I supposed to look up? Anyway, anyway, I look up the card. What am I supposed to? How do I look up a comment? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving on before I embarrass myself. We got we did Extinction Event. We did that one already. Let's get a super chat. They're building up here. We got another one for Lil MX Doom. Expel the Interlopers. It's more like expel. What's an interloper? Okay, now I gotta look that up. Interloper. Is that like someone who is just hanging around, a person who becomes involved in a place or situation where they are not wanted or are considered not to belong. Oh, the loiterers! They could call them the loiterers. Sorcery. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. You know what's funny is that 7-Eleven, they always, well, I don't know how to put it. Very often they said like no loitering, no loitering around, don't hang out. And nowadays 7-Eleven is like, no, please loiter, please stay more often. Here's tables and chairs for you to loiter at your pleasure. It seems like that there's a new business model these days. Please come and stay. Spend as much time. It actually makes the business look more active. And there's actually an increased chance that you might even spend money. Okay, well, we have a lot of people with no 2 cards yet now. I like Dusk and Dawn. I think this card is pretty cool. So we got 4 mana. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. You could also have Dawn. Return all creatures with power 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Just refill. You got to refill it up. Okay, I know 8 Hollow didn't get a card yet. Languish. That was a pretty hot card when it came out. I don't know what happened to it. 4 mana sorcery. All creatures get -4/-4 until end of turn. So it's like a board wipe. But unless, hey, if you're playing with Shieldred, I mean, it's all good. Shieldred has big butt. If you have big butt, then you have nothing to languish about. Dusk/Dawn is criminally underplayed. Totally agree. Calvin with the World Slayer. Oh yeah, that's the sword, right? Yeah, I know. Languish was all the hype at the time. There was a promo that came out. I don't think I sold my promo in time. 5 mana equipment. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy all permanents other than the World Slayer. And also equip for 5. Let's grab a super chat from the dangerous one. The Polar Collapse. Sorry, Planar Collapse. That sounds big. The whole plane collapsed. 2 mana enchantment. 2 mana enchantment. During your upkeep, if there are 4 or more creatures in play, sacrifice Planar Collapse and destroy all creatures. Those creatures cannot be regenerated this turn. This is great. I think this is pretty good. That will put a lot of pressure on people to like not play anything. There are 4 more creatures in play. And if you, I guess the idea, well, actually I don't know how you optimally play this card. I want to say like you want to get your creature out first and deter anyone else from playing creatures, but at some point people will just play some random stuff, just blow it up. And now we have Toxic Deluge, RIP Languish. Hey, Languish doesn't cost any of our life. Okay, we have so many people, no 2 cards yet. Who are we gonna pick? We're gonna pick. I'm gonna close my eyes. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. Who do we get? Lessian, fight to the death. I love all of you. I don't know who to choose. You're like all my children. Fight to the death. A 2 mana instant. Destroy all blocking creatures and all blocked creatures. What a weird card. And what a weird battle. Like, what do we have even going on over here? We got, like, okay, some sort of goblin. We've got a big crocodile, a rhinoceros, a human being. This is the Battle of Australia. We just missing, like, I don't know, some kangaroo in the background. Oh, oh, I see. I looked up the wrong damn card. Now I get it. Thank you very much, Steve Cooper. Single combat. Anyway, there was a Mortal Kombat. I found a Mortal Kombat. Okay, we have redeemed. I don't even know who we redeemed. All right, anyway, it's a 5 mana sorcery. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. Players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until to the end of your next turn. They'll be playing anything around here. Stevie saving the crew again. Oh yeah, Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper is a gem amongst the crowd. Oh, Epic Nate didn't get a card. Hour of Revelation. Is this underrated? Or maybe it is. I never heard of it. 6 mana sorcery. Costs 3 less to cast if there are 10 or more non-land permanents on the battlefield. You destroy all non-land permanents. Just blow it all up. You got to be careful in Commander. You don't want to have too many permanents on the battlefield. People are going to be ruining your day with this crap. Stacks! All right, next up, we've got... Okay, I'm going to do it again. We're going to close the eyes. Where my mouse goes, nobody knows. We have Martino, Impending Disaster. This is a 2-mana enchantment. During your upkeep, if there are 7 or more lands in play, and then we blow up all the lands. Okay, how is limited resources banned, but this one's not? Someone explain that to me. If there are 7 or more lands in play, you sack this thing and you destroy all the lands. Isn't this literally red limited resources? This card's unbelievable. And it's so cheap. Maybe because like it basically just ruins friendships. No one wants to own it. Yeah, during your upkeep, if there are 7 or more lands in play. I guess one problem is you're probably the one at a disadvantage. If you play this card. No, you just have to be last. Yeah, you'll get good value out of this. Seems great. Because upkeep trigger. So what? During your upkeep, if there are 7... Like, I get it. They have 1 turn to blow it up. It still feels very similar, though. Okay, we got Lil Max Doom's super chat. Since I got... You got sniped? Localized destruction. Did you get sniped? I didn't notice. I thought I did all your super chats and they were all unique. Unless I screwed up somebody else's card. Localized destruction, a 5-mana sorcery. You get energy, then you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, each creature you control with power equal to the amount of energy paid this way gains indestructible until end of turn. And then this is a very wordy card for what it does. And then we destroy all the creatures. You can pay 1 or more energy. So basically, okay, we're gonna get energy. How much energy? You get energy, just 1. Then you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, each creature you control with a power equal to the amount of energy paid gets indestructible. Beanpot, where have you been? Okay, we're gonna end the show on Beanpot, I guess. Oops, I looked up acid pots. It's not acid rain. I wish I could own an acid rain. It's completely pointless. 4 mana, destroy all the forests, and it's on the reserve list. It's $100. Just so $100 so I can make my forest friends salty as hell. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. We had a good turnout. We had a really good discussion. We had a lot of good suggestions. And if you want to suggest things for the show, you got to be here 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much for everyone being here today. Everyone contributing. We had Kano, we had Marcio, Arrow, Argentina, Bell, we had King Croc, Steve Cooper, Christopher B, Eric. Eric was here. Benjamin Berkey, Raznab, Ryan, Lil Deadfly, David. We got Arrow, Spectral Maniac, Bubble Tea Addict, 8 Hollow, Dustin, Old Boy, and many more, because you guys are what makes the show every single day. So keep bringing those coffees, my coffee crew, and we're going to keep bringing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.